Okay, Senadina. My god, I was about to do my intro and Senadina just completely interrupt me. How rude. Anyway guys, hello and welcome all to the Arcadia Network. My name is Fresh Sweets, logging on, pressing start here for another video. Now, this is going to be a bit of a weird one, because I don't think it's very story oriented. But we do have the final part of the chapter. Part 2, chapters 1 to 3 EX. I believe we are on that 3 EX now. I don't know how this is done. So, we're going to look at it. And apparently it's like an event. Of some sort. Just kind of get some bits done. I don't know. I guess we'll do this and see where this goes. It doesn't take many words to sum up one's life. Born, suffered, and died with many unfulfilled wishes or few. That's all. So this was the shadows, yeah. Is it just a recap? To help understand it. But then again, I wouldn't mind a recap if it is in that animated style. There's been watching around, we've had more Honkai style stuff. Look into my eyes. Ah.
その時、ある義士が立ち上がった。彼が集めた瞬血は七術と呼ばれた。彼らは人々を支配する者、万物に精通する者、諸悪を一掃する者、陰影を駆使する者、状況を洞察する者、真摯に生活する者、人の身で神に近づき、星の加護を受けた彼らは金雨と一戦を交える。
The golden it's unusual, you don't usually get things that are golden in Revolution. Unless it's
力を尽くした7人は金雨を倒してみせた。
No, my plumage! Ah!
そして光を取り戻す。彼らは創世のアンカーを作り、自身を模した7つの釘を置き、平和を守った。まさに主情救済、好みを捨つ、文や庭営、万古に存ず。
I'm already trying not to get emotional, okay? Like, it only lasted 3 chapters, but my god, was it a good 3 chapters.
死んじゃう
I mean, this can't be the end of these characters, though, can it? They've got to come back.
じゃあ
Well then,
夢を見る
Krona,
と今のあ
who
なたは
kind person do you think I am?
どんな人間だと
Well,
思う
who kind of person do you think I am? Oh,
君
you?
は
はいはい
Just
嘘が
don't call me a
苦手な
bad liar
嘘つきな
again.
んて
See,
の
I
はも
managed
う
to
や
trick
めて
everyone the whole time.
今回は誰もがうちに騙されたこの欺瞞の術
At
の
the sheer
証拠
deception, I'm finally worthy of my
Imaya
title
Meijutsu
and didn't
Ai
disgrace the
Nana.
shoes.
少しも術に恥をかかせないよだから
Does that mean all my wishes have come true?
心の中の願いはもう全部叶えられたそうだよねこれでうち
I
の
have
人
no
生に
regrets
少
at
しの
least.
悔いもないって言える
Or
だろ
else I wouldn't be able to say goodbye to you so lighthearted.
だか
Are
ら
we actually saying goodbye to these characters after 3 chapters? Are you real?
それじゃ
Then Krona, see you later. Okay, I'm not okay with that comparative to when you compare this. This can be compared to the Elysian Realm. Elysian Realm, we had the entire side story, and we had the entire set of chapters afterwards. We had a lot more time with them. Song, wait.
やっぱり夢だったんだ
A
な
dream?
こんな時間まで寝てたの長尺の
It's
消
been
息
3
が途絶え
days
て
since
か
Song went missing.
らもう
A message from
親切姉さ
Shen?
んから
せっかくの休み
I
な
hope
の
I didn't
に
disturb you
邪
from
魔
the
をし
red
ちゃっ
rain.
たらごめん
I
ね
just returned to Lunku
さっ
and
き老
brought you
朽から
something.
帰ってどうしてあなたを
Are
連れ
you
て行かなかった
complaining
の
why I
か
didn't bring you
って
along?
愚痴って
Do
る
the
の
math. When was the last time we got a good night's sleep?
ちゃんと考
I'll
え
let
て
you
ね
rest a little longer.
だからも
Come
う
meet
少
me
し
at the
休
anchor
ま
of
せてあげよ
apocalypse
うと
after
思
you
った
get
の
up.
親切姉さんが老朽から持ち
Shen
帰って
brought
きたの
something from Lunku?
一体
What could it be? Well, it's something on my headset, because that's just died. Because, of course, I put it on charge for hours on end, and it dies. Well, time to find the backup. My good old backup headset. You know it, you love it. The mini, tiny earpieces that just cause it to feel like my ears are being squished. And the little USB thing that I gotta plug in. Give me 1 second to plug it in, guys, and I'll be with you.
とりあえず起きて
I
親
should
切姉
get
さん
up
のところ
first.
に行こう晴れた日は
New furniture obtained.
Funny tie
Actual
to
lighting.
lighting.
Bonsai. I'm gonna take the headset off while I turn it on actually, because I don't want to exactly go deaf. Hello, earphones. Give me 1 second. Yeah, I forgot I did this. I may have added this song. Mind you, there's probably a ton more we can add to this now, yeah.
音楽はその言葉かもしれない
God, there's quite a few that got added. I do love that they added it in this, and they've also added a lot of ones. Kind of Star Rail improved it to add these kind of jukeboxes. Granted, yeah, there was one in Genshin first, but you know. Antares building's very lively today.
昔とあまり変わらない
Maybe
かも
it's
しれないけど
isn't different than it was before. Hustle and
生活
bustle.
感か
That's a good thing.
確かにいいものだな
Who is that in the colourful outfit?
夢追い人来たんだね
Krona, you
ちゃん
came.
と眠れた
How's your sleep?
ご飯
Have you
は
eaten?
お
Are you
腹空い
hungry?
た
Do you want chocolate to
腹
curb
ごしらえ
hunger?
とりあえずチョコでも食べとく
Senna. Along with the group's concerned gaze came the girl's warm voice.
大丈夫だよ
It's
セナ
okay, Senna.
まだ
I'm
腹
not
は空い
hungry.
てないから
食べなくても大丈夫
If you haven't eaten,
どうせこ
you'll
の
be
後
happy to know
盛
a
大な宴が
gracious
私
open
たちを
banquet
待ってるか
is
ら
awaiting us. Huh?
少し元気に
You
なっ
look
た
more
みたい
alive.
だね
Good.
安心してくれ
Fully recovered after sleeping
昼
till
直前
noon.
まで寝てたし
But you said
ちゃん
you
と休め
bought
たよ
something from Lanku?
相変わらずせっかちなんだ
As hasty as always, aren't you?
その
A
通
friend of mine Lanku asked me
り
to
老
give
朽
you
のある
this.
人
これは
Is this
セルマからの
invitation to
宴の招待状
Selma's feast? I've not forgotten. Yes.
彼女
In
自身
her
の
words,
言葉
she'll
を
throw
借
an
りると
incomparable
少
feast
女
to
を
commemorate
忘れ
Song.
ないように
親切姉さ
Shen,
ん本当に
is there still no
少
word
女
of
の
Song's
消息が
status?
つかめない
術のやり方や
We've searched for her
データ研
numerous
究所の
times
捜
using
索
Shoe's
方法で
methods
何
or
度
the
も試したけ
Institute's.
ど
Our
得ら
attempts
れる
led to one
結論は
conclusion.
一つだけだ老朽にいた
Song
少
and
女
the
と
Ten Faces of
時
Misery
間の
have
術相は
perished together.
共に消えていった
そうか
I see. Wait, so she died? I didn't get the impression that she died at the end of the story. Huh.
夢追い人
Krona, are you
大丈夫
alright?
英才を払って老朽の人々が
Purging
時
the
間の
shadow
術相に怯えずに暮
So
らして
that I
いけるよ
could
う
never
に
live in the fear of Ten Faces of Misery
この
again.
どんな考えがあった
Regardless
と
what the
し
Shoes
ても
thought deep down,
部外者か
the
ら見れ
people
ば
see if this is
そ
their
れこそが
lifelong
術た
wish.
ちが叶え
Yeah.
少女とみんなは
Song
使
and the
命を
others
果たし
fulfilled their duty and protected Lanku.
ただ
But
いや
no,
なんで
nothing.
もないただ
But
今でも
what
行
is
方不明になって
missing
る
Song's wish?
少女自身
Afraid of pain and death, cowardly, ran for her life at the first sign of danger. For someone like her, had her wish come true?
ちょっと
Grabbing a pillow to sit on, cause it's so goddamn warm. Hey! What? That's not English! You're zoning out again. You've been acting like this for the last few days in that case. How about we set up for Lanku now? Helia and Coralie are ready. My god, my stomach. Gosh. Let's go back to the world that Song loved and saved. Although we haven't heard from her yet, I bet she's already everyone's hero. So, she must have wanted her friends to witness her greatest and most beloved moment, right? The redhead did her best to imagine, while fixing her eyes on an unusually quiet friend.
セナちゃんの言う通りだよ
I'm occupied with
こっちはま
disaster
だ
relief
老
for
朽
Lucky,
支援の仕
so I
事が
suggest you
残
head
ってる
there
し
now.
セナちゃん
Senna,
コラリ
Carly,
ヘリア
Helia,
夢追い
I
人
am
の
leaving
ことを
Corona
よ
in
ろし
your
くね
hands.
親切姉さん
Shen, I.
了解
Roger
必
that.
ず行こう
Go.
遅刻す
Better
るのは
not
い
be
いことじゃない
late.
そうそう
That's right. Let's go,
夢追い
Corona.
人
The voice of your friends, more eager than usual. Cut the hesitant words short.
行って
Go.
彼女が
The
愛
question in
した
your
生
heart
活
can
から
only be
もう
answered
一
by
度触れて
connecting
み
with
ない
the hustle and bustle she
あな
cherishes,
たの
can't
心
they?
にある
She smiled softly and refused to answer any more questions. Your friends at your side leaned forward and waved at you.
分かった
I see. Yeah, I never saw her as dead, but let's be honest, she's not gonna
昨
stay
日
dead.
老朽に来た時とあま
Why
り
does
変わ
that
ら
seem
ないよ
different
うな
from
気
when we
がす
came
る
yesterday?
もっと賑やかになってるべきって思ってる今はまだ災害が収まって
Why are we on trial again?
兄さん
Brother,
ここの景
I
色
realized
が
for the first
こんなに
time that the
綺麗
scenery
だ
here
っ
is
たなんて
beautiful.
初め
Why
て
couldn't I
気
see
づいた
it
よ
before?
心
That's
境
because
が
our
違うから
mindset
に
is
決まってる
different. Last time we came here, I pretended to jump from the building so you would produce fear for trading and the fear for gathering.
本音を言うと
Honestly,
不安そう
whenever I
にして
saw you
るお前を見
frightened,
て
I couldn't
どうして
stop
こん
questioning
な生
why
活
we
を
must
送らない
suffer
とい
like
けないのか
this.
って
How
ず
could
っと
the
考
people
え
of
てた
Lanku live in peace if their
恐
life
怖で
depended on
生
fear?
計を絶つその悔し
But
さと
I
申し
couldn't
訳な
voice
さ
my grievance and
を
remorse.
口にすることはできなか
Now
っ
that I brought this up,
た
I
でも
want to say I'm sorry,
今この時
and I hope it's not too
お
late.
前にすまない
そんなこと言わないで
Don't say that. You did it because you didn't want us to
私
starve.
たちが生きていける
I'm
よう
actually
に
more
そうしたん
concerned
で
about
しょ
what we'll do in future.
回収がなく
Without
な
the
って
fear gathering, without the
影もなくなっ
shadows,
たか
we're
ら
on our own now.
これ
You
な
sound
んだか
excited
ワクワ
about
クし
it.
てるみたい
英才が
Why
再び
wouldn't
襲
I?
ってくる
I
心
no
配
longer
は
have
な
to
い
worry
し
about the next shadow
無理
calamity
や
or
り
force
恐
myself
怖
to
の
live in
中で
fear.
生きることもな
I
い
can finally live my life.
私たちのやり方で
But
暮ら
now
せ
I've
るんだ
got
か
to
ら
do taxes
も
and
っと
deal with
それに決ま
inflation.
ってるよ
ああ
Yeah.
今は
Ox
桜花の
is
支援
aiding
が
us
ある
for
け
the
ど
time being. But we'll eventually need to provide for ourselves.
いつか俺たちはでも
I
これから
haven't
何
figured
を
out
すれ
what
ば
to
いい
do
のか
yet.
俺
In a
にもまだ
sense,
わか
an
らない
uncertain future is fearful in
な
its
んと
own
いう
right.
か
Don't worry. We can think about it together. We'll stick together in that many days to come. Oh. Whoa. Those two scared me the last time I saw them.
あ
After
で
the
も
shadows
影が消え
disappeared,
て
the
老
people
朽
of
の人たち
Longu
も
are
恐怖
no
の
longer
中で
need
生きる
to
必要
force
がな
themselves
く
to
な
live
っ
in
た
fear.
彼ら
For
にとっ
them,
て
this is
新生
definitely
活
a
は
new life.
確かにワクワクと未知で溢れ
Unknown,
てるだ
yet
ろうな
worth looking forward to. Oh?
2人
You
の
know them?
そう
We do.
老朽についた
When
ばかり
Krona and I arrived here,
飛び降りる
we
ふり
came
をして
across them pretending to
恐
jump
怖を
in the
感じようと
building
す
in
る彼
exchange
ら
for
を見
fear.
かけたんだ。あの時はま
We
だ老
didn't
朽の
understand
み
how
んなの
people
暮
here
らし
made
方
a
を知ら
living,
なくて
so there
ちょ
was
っと
a
誤解
little
しちゃったんだよ
misunderstanding.
ね。恐怖と生活に必要なものを
Fear for
交換
life
す
is
る
a rule of survival.
こういう生き方が
Difficult for
よそ
outsiders.
者にとってはなかなか理解しづらいよ。そう考えると
In that sense, the people of Longu, accustomed to getting something for nothing,
新しい暮
will
らし
face
方
many
に馴染む
challenges
ため
during
に
the transition
いろ
period.
んな困難に
働かずに得るっていう
Saying
のは
they'll get
少
something
し
for
大
nothing
げ
is
さかな
hyperbole.
それ
Besides,
に
I
王家
believe
から
the
の
aid
援
from
助があれ
Oxy
ば
will carry him through
きっ
this
とみんな
period
適応期を乗り
until they
越
can
え
earn a living through their
て最終
productive
的に
labor.
自給自足
確かに影と取引するために
Compared
無理
to
やり
forcing
恐怖
yourself
心
to
を抱か
fear
なきゃ
and
いけ
trading
ない
with
生活より
shadows, earning your
自給
living is
自足の方
more
が安
assuring
心
and
できるし
positive.
それはバカだけの考
I
えだって
really
言
want to
い
say
たいと
you're
ころだけ
thinking
ど
like an idiot.
老朽には似
But
た
there
よ
are
うな考え
people
を持って
here
る
who
人がい
think
たよ
like
ね
you.
あの
You
漫
must
画
be
のお
running
じさん
out
の
that
話じゃん
mango.
そういえば
Maybe
今日もこの
he's
近く
also
にいるかも
nearby
しれない
today too? Coming up! Apparently not. Apparently I can't. Hello! Ah, it's Master Song's outside friends. No. Senna said the term... This term of address is too long. It's not too long. We actually like it. But now that Lanky and Oxy are reconnected, Krona doesn't really count as an outsider anymore, eh? Since we can travel to and fro via the Anchor Apocalypse, is Miss Mangle planning on visiting Oxia?
しばらくエミリーたちとここにいるつもり
I
だ
want to spend more time with
まだ
Emily and the
王家
others,
に
so
行く予定は
not
ない
yet.
なそれに
Not to
もう
mention,
老朽に
in a
回収
Lanku
はない
Rock
か
fear
ら
gathering,
栽培
more
の技術
people
を
need to
学
learn
び
how
たい
to
人
plant.
も増えていか
Someone has to impart that knowledge.
誰かが
That
その
someone
知
is
識を
me.
広める人
あなたの頑固さが
I didn't expect your stubbornness to become as indispensable asset in the new Lanku.
コラリ
Curly,
なんでもない
I was just being emotional. Stubborn's a fitting word.
ぴったり
The last person who called me that was also stubborn herself.
前罹患の術走
She
の
stood
上に
atop
立
the 10
ち
faces of misery to
人
expel
々のため
evil.
に災いを払う
Although that charlatan must be shaking in her boots, she stubbornly performed her duty. Pursuit to the last moment.
Lucina
Hello!
Exalt
Welcome
1 leveled
on
up.
in, Lucina.
Level
Thank you for
33.
that one. How you doing today? Hopefully you're having a good one so far. Hopefully you're surviving the heat. Hopefully you're not having to be put on a shift. Or if you are, you have some kind of aircon. Let's see which clip comes up. I see Spyro. I recognize that game. I recognize the UI anywhere when it comes to Spyro. Oh, how are you doing today anyway? Been good, you got the week off. Oh, must be nice. I've got next week off, so I'm hoping to get some more Final Fantasy done during. Oh, it is one of those days though, isn't it? You really don't want to be out in this. I'm struggling, and my room is meant to be, my room is like a couple degrees under, and I'm still struggling. I don't like the heat. Huh?
てっ
I
きり
thought you
てっきり
You
彼
thought
女
I
の
thought
ことを
poorly of
評
her?
価してないと思う
I said what really repelled me was her relationship with shadows.
俺が
What
嫌
good
いな
would
の
trading
は
with the shadows
彼
using
女
that
と
wicked
影
thing
の
do
関係
to
だ
her?
それに
In the end, she's still whatever.
まあいいあ
I
の
was
不
told
気味
that
な
the ominous
力は
power
信
couldn't be
用でき
trusted.
ないと
確かに
Although
少
the
女
fear
は回収
gathering
を
was
仕
held
切
by
ってたけ
Song,
ど
it
回収
Shadow calamities and gadgets fundamentally had
彼
nothing
女
to do
自
with
身
her
の意思とは何
violation
の関係もない
of volition.
小弱と回収が存在しなかったら
Without Song
異
and
変が
Fear
起きた
Gathering,
こ
no
の
one would have been able
地
to
みんなも
survive
生
on
活
this
できてな
warpland.
かったはずだ
理屈は分かってる
How could I not understand
作
the
物を
reason?
一株ずつ植えても得られ
I
るのは
planted
失
crops
敗ば
again
かり
and again, but they never grew.
だが
Yet,
影に
the
頼って
days
生
of
活しても
subsiding
いつかは終
shadows
わりがやって
will
くる
surely end.
術
Which
たち
is
は
something the shooters
俺よ
should
りも
know
ずっ
much
と
better
分
than
か
I
って
do.
たはずだ回収と労
Fear
働は
gathering
も
and
とも
labor
と正反
can't
対
be
なんだ
more opposite.
適当に怯えたらパンが
People
食える
used to
日々
eating
に慣
bread
れてしま
after
った者
fearing
たちの
anything.
中でしっか
They
り
wouldn't
働
stand
こ
the
うと考
toils
え
of
る
growing
奴
their
は
food.
どれずっとこのまま
I
で
didn't
いて
want
ほ
things
し
to
くな
stay
かっ
that
た
way, but I was useless and couldn't find a way for everyone to live on without the fear
回収
gathering.
がなくても生きていける方法も見出せなか
As
った
much as I hated the shadows, fear
回
gathering,
収に嫌
it
悪感を
was only wishful thinking.
なん
でも今は
At least
少
now
なく
your
とも
thoughts and
マンゴレさんの
expectations
考えと期待を実
have a
現でき
chance
る
to
チャ
come
ンスがあ
true.
る
Lonku no
要求はもう
longer
影の
needs
力で
to
暮ら
depend
す
on
必要がなくな
shadows.
ったから
そうだな
Yeah.
あのペテ
We
ン
would
師
have
の
a
お
future
か
to
げ
speak
で
of if not for that
俺た
Charlotte.
ちは未来いや
No.
あの術
It's all thanks to that shoot.
小弱
So,
のおかげで
パパ
Dad,
どうしたの？
what's wrong? Did Master Song go somewhere better? Why do you
もっ
look
と
so
いいと
pale?
ころに
大丈夫だ
Daddy's okay, Emily.
今はもう挽
Daddy
回しよ
just
うが
thought
な
of things he
い
did
うまく
before
で
they
きなかった
can't fix
昔
now.
のこと
そうだっ
Oh,
たんだ
don't worry,
ね
Daddy.
すべてうまくいくって
Keep saying that word.
小弱先生が言ってた
Song
よ
will fix everything and it'll be fine. Everything will be fine. Once there was a Lonku girl who found strength in such words of solace in poverty. After she grew up, she solaced little Emily the same way with a smile. Only now, when the child repeated it, it no longer carried a greyish warm undertone. That grey had transformed into hope, aspiration, and the glimmer that hovered when the stars rose.
ああ
Yes,
全てうまく
everything
い
will
く
be
よ
fine. So, gotta say, Lucina, while you're here in the chat, I still can't open Pokemon Masters for one. It's still busted. I have now reported it. And I want some Apollo gems for it on top of what they're giving us. Seeing as it's not just me that has been absolutely ruined by it.
これはいつもはビルにいるあの
Secondly, have you seen the next few characters? Now we've had the beta release for Star Rail. The following banner characters after the one we're about to get have been shown. Yeah, the Gunblade is pretty fucking awesome, and it looks like the healer might be a follow-up healer, which if she is, yes please. Yeah, other people, some people I know have been fine, but obviously you saw on the Discord that it's crashing as well. It's weird. Is that Wexia in the building?
レイカが積極的に仕事をするなんて
Wexia is actively working.
誰かが彼女のプログラムを改ざんしたのかな
多分目の前
My
にいるの
guess is she has the same
は
model
映
as
画と型
Wexia,
番が同
since
じな
the
だけ
state
だと
sent so
思
many
う
robots to
物
distribute
資の分配とかで数
resources
多
and
く
provide
の
aid.
ロボットが派遣
Hello, citizens of Oxia. How may I help you?
こんなに積極
She's
的だと
so
は
enthusiastic,
映画とは
unlike
大違いだ
Wexia.
ね
それは
Maybe
映
that's
画が
why
当
they
直
only
だけ
put
を任さ
Wexia
れ
on
た
guard
理由で
duty.
もあるのかもし
If you don't know what I can help you with, why not try the inquiry function? Let me better fulfill your needs through good old-fashioned questioning.
やめて
Don't.
最近の出来事を
After
考
everything
え
we've
る
been
と
through,
人工
I
知
don't
能
want
に
to ask
質
any
問するなんて
general
まっぴらご
AI
めんだ
anything. Same though. Question. What is it that you have been through?
聞かない方が
Oh,
いい
you better not ask.
とにかく
At least that's
あ
not
な
your
たのせ
fault.
いじゃない
でも質問とい
But
え
if we're
ば
asking questions,
老朽の人
I
たち
have one that might
に
be
聞くべきじゃない
inappropriate
質
to
問
ask
が
a
あるんだ
local.
けどここの人たちは
The locals replaced currency and raw material
現在の
production with
今日
fear and
回収を
fear
頼り
gathering
に
in the
してい
past.
た
In your
あん
estimation,
たから見て
how long will it
彼ら
take for the
自給
locals
自足
to
して
be self-sustained and live in the
オーガみたいな暮らしを送れるように
economy
なる
similar to Oxia's?
どれ
Good question. Generally speaking, achieving that stage would take some time, and the further economic system of Lanku is unlikely to mirror Oxia's, as it will be unique to Lanku in some way. Lanku, it's Lanku. Why am I calling it Lanku? I'll keep calling it uncle just for this consistency, unlike Data and Data. But to be specific, we need to factor in the situation of the shoes in the people of this area. The speed at which the new system advances will also be affected by the communication frequency between Oxia and this place.
交流頻度
I'd like to know if anyone from
と
here
い
is
うことは
willing to
週
travel
末
to
のア
Oxia.
ンカーで多か
So far, we only have one volunteer named Scatter. The others are still hesitant to sign up. Of course, the shoes are not counted.
想定内ってと
I'm
ころ
not
だね
surprised. If you don't have any other questions, I will enter sleep mode to save energy.
まだ聞きたいことがある
Oh,
よ
I have one!
この
What's inside these tightly sealed crates? This is also a good question. It's something more vital than food. Without it, this place would fall apart. That's serious. What is
じ
it?
ゃあ
Bricks. Probably source matter provided by Oxia to resist the corruption and seal data in place in the shadows.
ああ
Yes,
研究所から聞いて
the
る
incident knows that.
影の
Based on the
機能と
zero-sum
データの有無
relation between the
片
Shadows
方が増
Authority
え
and Sea of
もう
Data,
片方が増える
now
とい
that
う
the
関
10th
係
phase of
になる
misery had disappeared,
罹
we
患
must
の
artificially
実装が
inject
消
the
えた
source
今
matter into
海
locations
から
such
の
as the
侵
Pool of
食を防
Shadows
ぐには
to prevent the sea
英
from
単とかに
corrupting
根
into the
源物
bubble
質を注入
universe.
する
Perfectly said. To lower the acceptance threshold of the people, we described the injection of source matter as a new form of fear gathering, and it worked like a charm.
昔は回収を取り仕切って
They
た
hid
人
the
間の
host
こ
of
と
the
を
fear
あんな
gathering.
に嫌って
We
た
can
の
only
に
understand a new way of life
今は回収で
by
新しい生き方を
analog
理解
with
する
the
ことにな
fear
るなんてね
gathering.
この表現に
Got it.
他のアドバイスがあるのですか？
Catherine.
正しくフィードバック
Oh,
して対策
it would appear you have suggestions on our repackaging. Please go ahead. I will submit to the executive sector truthfully for discussion.
うん
No,
なんでも
forget
ない
it.
仕事を
Go
続
back
けて
to work.
かしこまりました。
Okay, entering sleep mode to save
待
room.
機モードに入り
真面
We
目
should
に
let
働く
Wexy's
レイ
friend
カ
do
の
her
仲
job.
間の邪魔をし
Let's
ない
take
で
a
お
good
こう
look around Amber
と
Street.
にかくみんなは
Regardless,
老朽を救った
everyone
英
must
雄
be
に感
grateful
謝
to
し
the
てる
hero
は
who
ず
saved Lunky.
今回はセルマが
Selma's
主催者
hosting
だ
this
し
time, so I'm
きっ
sure
と
Song
救
will
助
gain
とかを
lots of
立て
face
て
from
くれ
it.
ると多分
Guess. You haven't been on Hangstefera properly, just not been in the mood to grind Farfar relics. That's fair. I'm using on her. What's one of the new ones?
琥珀街は
I
あの
mean,
日と同じように賑やかだね
I will say, listen, if you think about grinding relics, oh no, it's not. The orb thing and the chain thing, you can now auto farm it. You do the Virgin Universe thing, and you can basically put your team on and just farm those. Easy now. Rather than have to do a full run, which is really nice. And then you also, well, I mean, I'm trying to think what I put on my one of her. It's Jade getting this one. Ugh. Amber Street's lively as it was that day.
うんみんなが
With everyone gathered here praising the big hero song,
英雄の話
she
を
must feel so proud of herself.
飢え死によりもメンツを失うこ
Starving
と
to
の方
death
が
is trivial, while losing
彼
face
女
is
のポリシーに
serious.
対しては
I
ノー
won't
コメン
judge her belief, but
でも
but
みん
we're
なに
all
覚え
happy
てて
for
も
her
らいた
to
いって
see her wish
少女の願いが叶ったのを見
being
る
remembered
と
by everyone has
やっ
come
ぱり
true.
嬉しい
Yeah.
行こう
Let's go and hear how the
彼
neighbors
女
tell
の
the
ご
big
近
hero's
所さんた
story.
ちがもしかしたら
We might even add important details to her legend.
あ
Yeah.
あ一体どうすればいいんだ
What can be done?
どう
そんなに悲しま
We
ないで
say times may be
きっと彼
difficult,
女は思い
but
出して
she
くれた
must
人
want
に
those who recall her to
喜
feel
びや
happy and proud,
誇りを
right?
抱
Huh?
悲しむ
What's that?
あれ
Aren't
少
you
女の
super
件で
sad about
悲
one
しんでるんじ
song?
ゃない
Who?
何その
What cute?
なんと
小着
Songkyu.
あ
Oh, her! I know her! She's the best card player on Amber Street.
へ
She's
そん
good
な
at
特技
that.
があったんだ
そうだよ
You bet.
いつも
She's
麻雀
always
は
playing
病気を
cards.
治すとか言って
Says
暇さえ
playing
あれ
cards
ば
cure
遊ぶ
all
そうだ
illnesses. And does that whenever she feels like it.
ここ数
I haven't
日
seen her in the
は
last few days. Maybe she's winning somewhere.
本当に
Are you
少女
sure
の
we're talking
話
about
なの
Songkyu?
違うのか
She's Not
いや
like
これから
that.
何の
Look at
商
me.
売をすればいいのか
All I
ずっ
can
と
think
考
of
え
is
てたん
how
だ
to make a
誰の
living.
話か思い出せなくても
So I have a hard
仕方
time
ないだろ
remembering people. You like to remember? Why don't you help me out?
じゃあ
How about some
まず
by
勉
studying
強して
and acquiring
何
a
か
skill
特技を身
or
につけるっていうのはどう
be
だあるいは誰かに弟子入りするとか
apprenticed to someone?
いやそんなんじゃ形になるまで
That's
時間
not
がかかる
promising. Do I look like a
勉強は
nerd
商売
to
ほど
you?
早く金になるわけじゃ
Studying
ないから
doesn't bring
ね
in money like doing business.
でも
But now the fear
これ
gathering
か
is
らは
no
回
more.
収も
What
ないし
everyone wants.
雀
I
荘でも
know.
開
I'll
く
open a
の
card room.
そのな
Isn't
んと
that
かじゃ
cute? Say playing cards
麻
because
雀
of
は
illness.
病気を治す
Everyone will come. What do you think?
へえ
Oh,
いい案だね
you're so
成
right.
功を祈るよ
Good luck.
へへありがとう
Hey, I'll take your word for it. Don't forget to support my place.
なんだか
This
想
isn't
像
what I
してたの
imagined.
と少し違うよ
Song's been
ね
helping them all with the fear
少女
gathering the
は
whole
みんな
time.
のため
She
に
saved the
こんな
place
に
in the
長
end.
く結局
And
みんなは大して気に
it
してない
doesn't look like they care.
どんなに偉大なことでも
Even the greatest
具体的
wars
な人の
generate
話にな
short-lived
ると
buzz if it
短い
falls on an
反応しか
individual.
もらえないものだよ
The necessities of
永
life
遠の
are
話題
eternal
になるの
topic,
は
not the.
明日
The redhead glanced at her friends' faces furtively. When she noticed the person beside her was silent, her usual warm smile returned to her slightly downcast face.
コラリーの話も一理あるね
Cora's got a point.
世界を
Saving the
救ったの
world
も
to give
みんな
everyone
の
a
明日
tomorrow,
を手に入れるためだし
or is to give
未
everyone a
来の
tomorrow.
生活がどう続く
How
か
life
の
goes
方が
on is no more
確かに
important than
何より
anything.
も大事だそれに
And everyone's
みん
dreaming
な
of
が
their
明日に
future
思い
as
を
part
馳
of
せ
the
る
hustle
こと
and
自体
bustle,
が
right?
せ
Perhaps the girl didn't become the beloved hero she thought she would, but she kept her favorite hustle and bustle alive.
ああそうだな
Right,
それに
and we just
私た
arrived
ち
on
は
Amber
琥
Street.
珀街に入
That
った
dude's
ば
an
かりだ
exception.
そうそう
Yeah,
パーティーまではまだ時間があ
there's
るし
some time before the
もう
feast
少し
starts.
見て回ろうか
We should look around some more.
待って
Wait,
あそこで
I
何
think
か
I hear
騒ぎ
something
が起
over
きてる
there.
あれはトリッカーへえ意外だね彼は一応小弱と仲良くして
小尺先生あなたがいなか
Master
ったら
Song.
私
God.
はどうやって生きていけばいい
あなたみたいに情に熱い
So
友
be
人が
touched
い
to know
るって
that
知
she's
って
got
たら
such a loyal friend.
きっと正直
小尺
What's
先
this
生
song? Let her take me with her.
私
やめて
Wait,
やめて
calm down.
辛いのは
I
わか
know
る
you're
け
feeling
ど
down,
そんな
but
風
I
に考えないで
don't think that way.
そんな風に考
Good
え
heavens,
ない
how
わ
could
け
I
ないで
not?
しょ
What a callous world we live in.
という世
But
の
the
中
most
だ
cons-
琥珀街で最も真面目に
conscientious,
働いてた
conscientious
人間
person
が
at
こ
Amber
んな
Street
目
met
に
this
遭うと
end.
は
The
救いよう
populace
が
is
ない
degenerate.
世も末で
小弱は確かに
Song has
存
helped
在で
fear
きる
gathering and stabilized the nails
100年
for a
間の回
century.
収を取り仕切って
And sacrificed
次
herself
の
to
安
create
定を
life,
維持
which
し
is
続け
truly
る
admirable.
そんな彼女
But
の
as long as there are people like you
心
who
から
recognize her
嘆
efforts,
き悲しんでくれ
the
る人がい
populace
る限
isn't
り
degenerate.
よそうそう
She's right.
罹患の術
Tenfield's misery have disappeared from long, and people are leading new lives. There are plenty of
未来
opportunities
でた
waiting
く
for you
さん
in
の
the
機会
future.
があなたを待ってるはずだ
もうからか
Don't
わない
make
でく
fun
だ
of
さい
me.
よ
The shadows are gone. So many opportunities
早
here.
急に
Huh?
私は長
All
年
these years
皆
I've
さんの
worked hard for my
回収に
neighbor's
力を
fear
尽くしてき
gathering.
た
But now they're all over those
今
tin
の
cans
彼
of
らは
odds.
多
The
くから
earth
来た
cast
邪
me
悪さを
aside.
私を忘れてしまって
Hypocrisy.
る
Woe is me.
本当
回収
So
が
he's
消え
just
たせいで
complaining about the
自分が
spirits
失
of the
業し
fear
たことに
gathering
文
putting him
句を
out of
言
a
って
job.
るんだね
Won't you agree that fate is harsh and
どう
unfair?
して
へえそ
And
の
I
理屈で言う
suppose
と
the spies behind
あ
you
なたの
also
後ろ
saw
に
living
ある
by
のは
those tin cans of
王
odds.
家のガラクタが送ってきた
If
物
you
資だよ
don't
ね
want them, we can give them back to
いら
those
ない
in
なら
need.
他人
I
の
didn't
善意を
misunderstand
否定は
Oxy's
しま
good
せんし
intentions and all,
同じ見た目
but
の
I
ロボッ
take
トたち
the
のこ
same
とも
looking
気にして
robots
い
to
ま
heart.
ただ
It's
人は
just
いずれ
that
自力で
people
食べ
have
て
to
いかな
earn
け
their
ればなら
living
ない
as
から
living on
ずっ
charity
と
is
救
the
援を頼っては
solution.
いけませんですから
So I wasn't
私は
joking
失
with
業で泣い
sobs
ている
for
わけではなく
unemployment, but one
上
whose
級の
future.
未来の
そう
Yeah.
それで
Then what will you do
あ
to
なた
earn
は
a
どうや
living?
って
それは
About that.
そう
Right.
私の生活は
That
あ
depends
な
on
た
your
たちに
backing.
俺たち
Us.
あなたが小雀先
I
生のご友
recognize you
人
as
で
a
ある
friend of
ことは
Master Song at
一
first
目で
sight.
分かりました。
I forgot to greet you
Tada.
because I was busy crying over my loss of my
小雀先
losing
生の
Song
よ
the
うな英雄
hero.
を失うここ数年、
Over the years,
私も小雀先生
I've
の改
complimented
修に花を
Master
添え
Song's
てきました
spear
し、
gathering career, and I've
実
known
で
her
ある彼女と
personally.
それで
So, what do you want us to do?
おや、
You see right through me.
皆さん
You
は
must have come from Miss
セルマ
Selma's
さん
feast,
の
right?
踊りに参加そうだけど、
Yes. And
彼女の客人と
as
し
a
て
distinguished guest, could you
私
put
の
in a
た
good
め
word
に
for me to
少
help
し
me get
口
by?
がついでに
While we're at
案
it,
内しておきます
let
ね。
me point you in Hif's direction. That way.
あなたの才能があれば
You're a
別に
talented
昔の仕
actor.
事を続けても
Surely you
生
can
活に
feed
困
yourself
らない
from
でしょ
acting.
待ってください。
What do you mean
そ
by
れは
that?
どういう意味ですか
I can't feel my stomach
修理
there.
なし一人の命を
Saving a life is more charitable than forgiving forging seven nails.
コラリーはこう言いたい
Goal
んだ
line means you don't have to
仕
be
事を
anxious
失っ
about
たことに
unemployment
焦る
yet.
必要はない
With your superb
あんたの
acting
素晴らしい演
and
技
quick
を
emotional
迎えの速さなら
access, I believe you're able to make a
演
name
劇
for
の
yourself in the
世界に名を馳せ
theatre
られるっ
business.
てね
確かに
That's
豪華
true.
で役
If
者
he
の
applies
仕
for
事を
plays
す
in
るなら
Oxia,
少なくとも
He
生
would
活
at
に
least
支
have
障は
enough to
ないは
eat.
ずだ
Please, I'm
と
not
ん
that
でもない
good.
です。しかし、
But
演
plays?
劇ですか。
What's long got in life still exists in Oxia?
まさか
What a
愚かに
pleasant
存在
surprise.
する。
Whoa,
一瞬で
his
顔が
expression
変え
changed in
た
a flash. He is
さあ切
talented.
り替えに行こ
Since we're on the way to
うセ
Selma's
ルマの
feast,
パー
let's
ティ
all
ー
go
がこの
together.
近くに
Go on then. You coming? Guess not.
あれは
Is that
セラピウム
Seraphim?
あ
Oh,
ら思ったよりも早い
you're earlier than I expected.
セルマの
Her
体は
body
まだ完全に回
hasn't
復
fully
してないの
recovered.
か
なーにそんな哀れむような目で見てくれ
Looking at me so pitifully.
落ちぶれた貴族が見られるとでも思ったの
Oops, a daisy, I'm choking. Give me 1 second, guys. Seraphim's just being me at the moment, getting to the end of a page and realizing I don't remember anything that happened on that page. I'll have to reread it. Rinse and repeat. Well, looking at me so pitifully, as though you enjoy watching a noble fall from grace.
もういや
No, I
そん
didn't
なつ
mean
もりは
that.
ないよ
Even
老
if
朽
this
から
place is
影
free
が
of
消え
shadow,
たとしても
it only serves me a
私
different
に
kind
と
of
っては
pleasure.
彼らの生活
No matter
と
how
この世界
drastically
に
the
大きな
livelihoods
変
in
化
the
があ
world
った
have
として
changed,
も
in
生ま
it,
れつき
poise
の
and
気がという
prevalent
のは
prestige will never
人
fade
々
from
の心
hearts.
から影がなくた
But the shadows,
私
I
の
can
人
still
の心を
dominate the
支
hearts
配
of
できる
humans.
だから彼らは
That's
あな
why
た
they
と
beat as pe-
我先に
thirst
と
to step
私
aside
の
my feast
宴に
today,
足を踏み
as
入
they
れ
did then.
何せ
After all,
凡人の願い
the
が大
vulgar
して
only
変わら
wish for
ない
identical and boring
退
things.
屈彼女まで
Even her. After being my pet for
何
so
年も
long, she
私の
hasn't
ペッ
learned
トを
a
やっ
thing.
てきた
小弱
そうよ
Indeed.
スズメちゃんの願い
Lily's
も
wish was
平凡で滑
ridiculous.
稽なものだ
She was spineless and cowardly,
軟弱で奥
yet she had to put on a
威
charade
張るのが好
and
きだ
fantasize about
その
being
上自
immortalized
分の
in
名を歴
history.
史に残そうだなんて
She was foolish beyond saving. Foolish beyond.
愚かだった
She loved hypocrisy and pretense, for she wasn't free in those traits herself. In a sound that was half complaint and half groan, a long forgotten memory floated up in her mind.
あなたに掃除
I
の仕
don't
事を
remember
任せた覚
assigning you
え
to
はない
cleaning,
んだ
or
け
maybe
ど
you wish to become my newest
Sorry.
decoration too. Lady Selma, my only wish is to get you know more so I can be of better service.
へ
Really?
えけなげね
So what exactly do you wish to know about
私
me?
の何
It's only been a few days since I came to your grand mansion, but I'm already super impressed by your unparalleled
まだお屋敷に来て
panache.
数日この豪華なお屋敷
Look at your stately mansion, your exquisite wardrobe,
それと数
and the
えきれない
delicious cuisine beyond count. at
セ
your
ルマ様
banker.
の異名はまさに
Your name
貴族
stands
そ
for
のも
noble
のなんだ。
class.
それがあなたの理解
That's your understanding of nobility.
うちは小さい
I've
頃から
always
知っ
have
てんだ聞い
observed
て
since
ね
I was a kid.
よく聞き、よく
Besides,
観察して
it might
よ
make
く
you
ま
laugh.
とめるのが得意なんだ。
But I've been longing to become a noblewoman my entire life.
欲しいものを何で
This
も
way,
手に入
I
れて
get to do whatever I
食事
want,
もご
and
ち
the
そう
world
ばか
revolves
り
around my desires and
出
needs.
かける何事も
Even if I
成し
turn
遂
out to be
げ
a
られ
good
ない
for nothing
道楽者
brat, my name will shine bright on the
一
printed
族
family
の
tree.
名字をもちろん
You,
セルマ
Lady
様は
Salma,
貴族の中の
you're the
頂点の
pinnacle of the
存
noble
在で
class, and the
道
spoiled
楽
brats
貴
can't
族
hold a
は
candle
大
to
違
you.
いだ。
Your name is known far and wide, and your stories are sung by
セルマ様は
bards
とっくに自分の功績と
everywhere.
そんな
Looks
に
like you
有
crave
名
hard
に
for
なりたい
fame, right?
スズメ
My understanding of fame is nowhere near as deep as yours, but even without a brain, I know fame can work
でも
wonders.
堂々と
And
街を
not to
歩けるだ
mention,
けじゃ
when I get famous,
今まで
people who used to look
私を
down
見
on
し
me
ろに
would
してきた
flood
奴
to
らも
me with sweet
我
words
先
citing
に
how
と
close
口
we
を
used to
囲ん
be.
で信仰を
Oh,
語
I
るわけ
wouldn't
だろ
miss it for the world.
面白い
That does sound fun. Huh?
それなら
Seeing you're obsessed
有
with
名
fame.
になるために
Here's
ア
some
ド
free
バイ
advice
スをし
for
てあ
you.
げましょう
Really? Thank you, Lady Selma. I'm all ears.
今の老朽
Given
で
the situation
はあな
we're
たの
facing
よう
right
なも
now,
のが虚名
there
を
are only
手
two
に入れ
ways
る
for
に
people
は
like you to become
二
famous.
つの道しかない
You either become the worst villain,
琥
like
珀
the one
街
on
のあ
Amber
の
Street,
人のように
or try to be the
極
ultimate
端
good
な
guy.
悪人になるここの
I
悪に
don't
な
think
る
I really have what it takes
そ
to
ん
be a
なの
villain.
うちの度胸じゃ
Song
無
the
理だよ
Shameful doesn't really have a nice ring
そ
to
れ
me.
にうちは
I
やっぱり
fear I
平
might
成
be
が欲しい
backstabbed
ん
by
だ
one of my enemies in the future.
あれ
So you wish to
Yeah,
become the
Susan
nicest
Chandler.
person then?
セルマ様
Lady Selma, you know Greed's my middle name, and I'm definitely not
他
cut
に
out for
特技も
this.
な自覚があるのね
You know yourself
そうな
well.
ると
I'll
あ
give
なた
you
の
that
言
at
うことを
least.
聞くペットとし
Well,
て
you can still be a
How does he
docile
look
pet.
about
Maybe
it?
your master's name will shine upon you
虚名
too.
を得るしかないかもしれないわね
Huh?
言
Being
う
a
ことを
docile
聞くペ
pet
ットは
is
別
hmm? More than enough for me. If only I could serve Lady Selma till my very last breath, that'd be a peaceful life of purpose.
平和な一生を過ごせるスズメちゃん私と一緒に琥珀街から戻ってきたのにまだそういう非現実的な幻想を抱いてるの
Bye-bye. Bye-bye, bot in the chat. We have so much of a bot problem.
あの日は危な
That
か
was
った
indeed a dangerous day.
セルマ
But
様
you
の
made it
神
smooth
の
sailing
域
with
に
your
達す
wisdom
る
and
才
skill,
能の
Lady
おかげ
Selma.
で
Always
危機
posed
を乗り
and
越えられ
graceful.
ただろ
Even in
危険
danger,
な状況に
no
身を
women
置
stay
いても
calm and
貴
collected.
族たる者は
If
常
the
に
worst
気
happens
品を
and they're
保つ
cast
べ
at the
きもの
bottom with everything they've seized taken away,
たとえいつかどん底に
they
落ち
seek
て
to savor the fun
持っ
in
て
their
る
new
も
life.
のを
Lady Selma,
前
what do you
半
mean
は
by
セル
everything
マ
they've
様から
seized
聞い
taken
たこと
away?
があるけど琥珀街で白家
Didn't
からの
you
お
receive
詫びをもらったん
compensation
じゃ
from
な
the
いの
Bai family?
まさか
You didn't return
ま
it,
た
did
彼
you?
に
Selma's eyes rested on Song's bewildered face. This noisy bird could never bother her with such a foolish question if she hadn't returned the power tenfold and more on Amber Street.
愚かね
Foolish beyond saving. Huh?
スズメちゃん
Little key.
よく覚えておき
Remember
な
well, the things
さい
I get my
私が
hands
もら
on
ったもの
and the servants
集
take
めた
in
従者は
will never be returned.
誰か
You got it, boss. I'll keep every letter of his words in my mind. She recovered from the trance, and the crispy sound of the guarantee faded alongside the distant memory.
彼女みたいな記
As
憶
a
力
pet
が
with
悪
a
くて
bad memory
うぬぼれるような
and
ペ
too
ッ
much
トは
self-importance,
悪人に
she
な
was
る資
neither
格も
hero
なけれ
nor
ば
villain material.
善人にな
But
る
somehow
覚
she
悟も
yearned for fame, the fakest
な
of
の
all
に
things.
偽りだから彼女は
Thus,
私が与え
she
た
abused the
自由を
freedom I
無駄に
handed out to her and made her
最も
made
愚
the
かな
most stupid
決断を
decision.
したの
もし小弱がそう決断
If
しなか
Song
った
didn't
ら
make the choice,
老朽は影の
Monkey
檻
would
に
have
な
been
ってし
become
ま
a
ってた
prison of shadow, a loss
そ
for
の結果
everyone.
は誰も望んでなかっ
あら
Oh,
あなたは
What
誰
makes
の
you
代わり
think
に
you can
そんな
speak
こ
for
とを言ってる
everyone?
の
I couldn't care less
あ
about
な
the
たの
price to
言う
pay
代価なんて
or the
気にしない
intangible greater good.
あんな
What's
器な
more
大
fun
義
is
な
than
んてなおさら
what's the fun in being a noble if you can't follow your
心
heart?
のまセルマにとって小
So,
弱は大義よりもず
in
っと
your
大事な
eyes,
人なんだ
song's
ね
more important than the greater good?
もし彼女が知
Should
ったら
have been moved to tears if she had the chance to hear that for herself.
そん
Drop
な
it.
気持ちの悪いこと言わないでくださ
Disgusting.
いちょっとした気まぐれで
What did I-
私のペットに選
What
択
did I?
のチャンスを
What I
与え
did
ただ
was
け
giving my pet a choice on a whim. Give me a second. So my Tamagotchi called me, but apparently they're fine.
平凡でちっ
She
ぽけ
was
な彼女
small
は
and
地
insignificant,
面の落ち葉と
just
何
like
の
the
変わり
fallen
もない
leaves that everyone can stomp on.
その気に
Her
なれば
fate was never in her
誰
own
だって踏ん
hands.
だから
So
どうしても他人の
why
言い
couldn't
な
she
りに
heed
な
my
ること
order
が
and let
ない
me take
の
care of her fate?
セルマ
Selma.
もういいわ
Alright,
彼女は
don't be
私にとって
mistaken
特別な
and
存在
think
で
she
もない
means
し
something to me.
所詮
She's just an
言うこ
unruly
とを聞
pet.
かないペット
I
だ
got far better pets than her and an unlimited
彼女より
supply.
ただ
That's all.
セルマお姉
This
ちゃん
rumor
は
meant she's proud of
心
Song,
から
that's
小
all.
弱
The tender voice came from behind the crowd. Seraphim closed the book and looked at Selma with earnest eyes.
セーラ
Sarah. Little
セラ
Sarah
ピ
can
ウム
read
みん
our
なの考
minds.
え今の私は
Even though I
もう
can't
セル
form
マ
a
お
union
姉
with
ちゃんと
Miss
結
Selma,
合できない
I
け
think
ど
I've become better.
たくさんのことを経験しただから
So right now,
今の
I
私
wish to
は
put your
み
story
ん
on
な
the
の
page.
物語を
This way Song's
ペー
wish
ジ
can
に
come
書
true.
き記し
願い
Her wish?
うん
A
遠い
long time
遠い
ago, I
昔
promised her.
わあセーラ
You missed
こ
that,
ん
guys.
なにたくさんの本を読んだなんてすごいね
On with the heat. Wow, you're amazing, little Sarah. You've read so many books.
うん本を読むことは
Reading
今
enables
いる
me
人たちや
to talk to
今は
many
いない
people,
人たちと
real
会
or
話してるみ
unreal.
たい
Though the words I
文字か
get
ら
to know
そ
their
の
real
人たち
thinking.
の本当の
It's
考
fun
えが
and also
理解できる
reassuring.
の小弱お姉ち
You
ゃん
can
は
pick one and read it if
気
you
に入っ
like.
た本
読書
Read a book.
あ
Spare
いや
me,
勘弁
please.
してよ
My head hurts whenever I see
セラが
words
読ん
and
じゃ
stuff
いけない
in
本
books
が
you
覗く
can't
と
read.
うちは
小弱お姉ちゃん
What are books
私が
I
読んじゃ
can't
いけ
read?
ない本
適当に言ったことだから
saying,
気にしない
forget
で
it. You must be good at writing books, right?
セラ
Now
が
that
こ
you've
んな
read
に
so
多
many
く
of
の
them.
本を読んだ
僕
Writing books? Why would you
小
ask
弱
about
お姉
that?
ちゃん
ほらたく
Oh,
さ
they
ん
say
の
good
本を
readers
読め
make
ば
good writers.
いざ
Well,
書くときもう
Sarah,
まく書けるって
for the
言
sake
う
of
だ
all
ろ
the good stuff I brought you, can you do me a favor?
その
Sure.
いいよ
What is it?
もし
If
あもし
you ever get the chance,
機
can
会
you
が
write
あ
a
った
book
ら
about me?
うちのことを
It
本
doesn't
にして
have to
くれ
be
ね
much, just a few pages.
長ったら
つまり
So you
小
wish to be
弱
in a
お姉
book?
ちゃんは
Why?
本の
まあ
Uh,
人は
Life can
名
be
を
short.
手にする
Living a
ために
name's
生
all
きて
that
るみたい
matters.
なものだろ
I've worked as hard as can, but even in here, I'm only a speck of dust.
歴史どころ
No one
か
would ever remember me after I'm
この
gone.
どっちも
I think my name will be printed on the coated paper, just
名
like
前
the
を
characters in
後
this
世に
book.
残すどれほどの年月が流れても
No matter how many years
後
pass.
世の人たち
People get
は
all
うちの物語を
teary-eyed
読
after
ん
reading
で
our story.
涙を流し
Whoa,
うちの名前を
that's
口
what
に
you
す
call
る
a life well
尊
lived.
敬の念を
あ
Oh, I see.
そういうこと
I
だ
can
った
help
ん
you
だ
write a book then.
本当に
Really?
や
You're
っ
the
ぱりセラ
best, my little Sarah. A million thanks. I can't be more
心
grateful.
から
いいの
You're welcome.
すべきことを
Would you
す
just
る
like to
ま
form a
でだ
union
から
with me now?
そうそう
Yeah, yeah. That's exactly what I'm. Wait?
待
Union?
って
うん小弱お姉ちゃ
I'll
んの
write a
こと
book
を
about you without
ち
getting
ゃん
to
と
know you
理
as
解し
well.
ないと
That won't be necessary,
手間
little
を
Sarah.
かける必
How
要
about
は
this?
ないんじゃない
I'll
か
tell
な
my story and you'll write it down, alright?
あそうだほら
Just
普段のうちは
right, I have a golden heart and carried all of this place on my shoulders.
老朽に関
I
す
stood
る
up
大
bravely
きな
against
使
evil
命
and
を
saved the whole world single-handedly,
悪
so
を
that
前
everyone
に
could
し
live
て
happily
すご
thereafter.
そうだろ
Sounds nice, huh?
具体
We
的
can work
な
on the
内容に
details
つい
later.
てはもう少
Anyway,
し考える
stories
必
are
要
meant to
があ
move
る
hearts
ね
and create tears. Yes, but that isn't you.
もうセーラってば
Come
こ
on,
れ
my
は
good
添
Sarah.
削なの
This is called
文章を書く時は
embellishment.
ちゃん
You
と
need
整
the
えないと
gold,
いけないし
good packaging for your stories to be read.
だって街中にいるペテン師に共感
After all,
する人なんてい
who'd
ない
sympathize
だ
with a
ろ
small-time hustler?
でも
But this
小
book's
弱
about
お
you.
姉ちゃんに関する本なんだよね
Books are a way to know people, so I can't tell
本は
lies in
人を理
books.
解する
ちょっと
Hey
セーラ
Sarah,
ってば
you don't have to be
正
so
直
rigid
す
with
ぎ
the the rules.
少女お
Could
姉
you
ちゃん
just
呼
be
ば
a
なきゃ
little more
少し
flexible?
多
Do
めに
me a
見てくれない
favor. Got anything you fancy on Amber Street? I'll bring you all.
いいの
It's alright.
少女お姉ちゃ
I'll
ん
be
の
able
こ
to
とを
write a
十
book
分に
about
理
you
解
as
したら
soon as I get to know you well
お
enough.
姉ちゃんに関
I'll
する
tell you
本
story
を書ける
exactly as the way you were there.
事実通
Exactly
り
the way they are.
も
Well,
う
Sarah, that must be a
それはどんな
terrible
本になる
book. Saffron turned the pages in her book, softly, one by one, as if they were fallen leaves in autumn. She lifted her head and looked at the group immersed in the story.
今の私は
Now I
た
have
くさん
many
のアイデ
ideas
ィ
for
アを
Sok's
思
book.
い浮かべてる
I'll write down her story as the way it is.
そうだ
Alright,
あなたたちのこと
if
もお
I
姉ちゃ
put
ん
you
の
all in
物
her
語
story
に入
too,
れていい
may I? You're Sok's
Shoujo
friends and
Kone-chan
you mean a
to
lot to
minna
her.
私
No
は大
problem
丈
with
夫
me. I've said it's an honor to appear in her story.
長尺の異性の物語に記録されるのは
Part of an alien
きっ
story
と面
must be a
白い
lot
体
of
験だと
fun.
思う
I'm
私も
fine
いい
too.
よ
じゃあ
Thank you for doing this, Sarah.
他にも長尺お
If
姉
you
ちゃ
know
んに関
anything
す
to
る
add
話
to
が
the
あ
story,
ったら
you can tell me.
私に教え
I'll
て
sure to enrich the book with more
全
details.
部おこせね
All these
みんな
years,
が長尺お
you
姉ちゃん
told
の
me
こ
a
とを
lot of stories
た
about
くさん
Song.
教えてくれた
Good
の
things she did and good things she
お姉
intended,
ちゃんは
which turned into
い
bad
いことも
things.
悪いこ
After
と
I
も
outlined
し
all
てき
this
た
one by one, I can
長尺お姉ちゃ
return
ん
to the
は
afternoon where Song was
隣
staying
に
beside
座
me
っ
and
た
fulfill her
あ
wish,
の
right?
午後にも
Sorrow couldn't be found on Sarah's face. Instead, a warm smile from the recollection of good memories was there.
その辺にしましょう
Alright,
す
it
ず
might
めちゃ
take
んの
long
こと
for
を
them
記
to
録
recall
する作
everything
業
about
は
Ku's story.
きっとすぐには終わらない
But
は
you'll have
ず
more time than you need after the bunker.
宴がそれも
Oh,
そう
that's
だね
right!
セーラ
Sarah,
もう半
You've
日
been
もここで
writing
書いて
all
たわ
day.
けだし
better take a break
私
and
と
come to the
一緒にバン
bank
ケッ
and
トル
hold
ーム
with
に
me.
戻る大丈夫だ
It's
よ
alright.
セルマお
I'm
姉
not
ちゃん
tired yet.
私が疲れてる
But
の
I Oh,
そういうことなんだね
I'll come back with you then.
それ
Sarah closed the book and walked to Selma, following her steps on the way back.
あ忘れるところ
Oh,
だ
I
った
almost
わ
forgot. The
もう
Magma's
すぐ
dance is about
宴
to
のダン
start.
スが
Wanna
始
come
まるんだ
along?
けど興
Looks like
味
you
は
lot
ない
aren't
みたい
exactly interested.
それな
You
ら
can come when dinner starts.
メ
Then.
インで
あありがとう
Thank you, Selma.
別に
Whatever.
時間つぶしが退屈
If
な
you're
ら
bored, you can go
白
find
球の
Bashi.
元を訪ねてみたら
Staying
どう
with
かしら
him is equally boring, though.
白おじさんは
He's over
この
there,
先にい
not
るの
far ahead.
セル
Miss
マお
Selma
姉ちゃん
and
が
him stay
バンケ
close
ット
to
ルー
the
ムの
mango.
近くに
Huh?
ここ
He's
数
been
日
playing tasteless tunes all
彼
these
はセン
days,
ス
and
の
I'd
ない
like to
曲
keep
ば
my
かり
ears
弾い
away
てる
from
の
the
よ
pollution.
じゃあ
Well,
また
see you there, Miss Selma and Sarah.
また後で
See you
セナ
later.
お姉ちゃんそれにみんな
That's a lot of work.
彼女にこん
See
な
you
友
later.
達がいて
I'll give you another take. I just
本当によかったよ
ああそうだな
Fixer up on. Okay, we need a little bit. Should break up my nose. She's just gotten really bad. Ugh. I mean, my eyes water as well, that's a problem. Whoa, hello, 6 o'clock alarm. I always forget.
あれは
Don't play a
ストラの
drinking
明かりかな
challenge on my channel.
彼女は何をしてるの
とにかく私たちを殺そうとしてるようには見えないけど
だったら
They keep on
あ
doing
ん
what
た
you
のや
want
り
to,
たいことを
suffering.
やる
Of course, he's moving to
Okay.
Oxia.
君は
Lad.
何を
What are you?
ちょっと友人の
Just
ことを
visiting
し
an
の
old
ぼうと
friend.
思ってほら彼女の大好物だ
So she loves to eat this. As always, the frigid woman was fully immersed in her own thoughts. and couldn't afford to care what others were thinking. Therefore, it didn't occur to her that what she was doing might seem odd in the eyes of others.
その
Did you bring some
飴で小弱の
candies?
ことを
As
見
you
た
can
も
see,
のだろ。
ケーキもあんたの
did you make the cake yourself?
いい感
Looks
じだ
good.
ね
手頃な値段の
I
店
failed
が
to
見
find a
つからな
store
か
that
った
sells
から
cakes at fair price,
自分で
so I
材
saw
料を
some
集めて
ingredients
作
and
っ
made
た
one
んだ。
myself.
意外と何でもできるんだ
Wow,
ね
I didn't know you were a jack of all trades.
借金を多く作って
When
し
you're
ま
in
った
debt
人
to a
間
lot
は
of people,
何でもで
you
き
have
る
to
よ
know
う
a
にしない
little bit about everything.
でも
But
こんなに
all
多
these
くの飴
candies
を
must
並べ
cost
てる
dearly,
ってこ
right?
とは
配られた物資で少し
Some
は
are
交
exchanged
換できたし
provisions,
仕
and
事
some
の
are
代金
advance
も前
payments
渡しでも
from
らえ
jobs
た。
I took. But everything here is in short
今の
supply
老
now.
朽の物資は限られてるから
I'll have to make do with
これだ
these.
けしか手。
これだけと
Your
なん
make
て
do is surely impressive.
彼女のために
I
何
want
か
to
を
do
したい
something
んだ
for。her. As you can see,
見ての
these
通
are
り
not enough.
小弱は
So
名器の揚げ
she
菓
loves
子が好
fried
きだっ
dough
た
from Ming's. She probably wouldn't
Demo.
say no to any sweet
甘い
food.
ものなら
She couldn't afford
かつての
anything
彼女も
fancy.
繊細なお菓
Ming's
子なん
fried
て買えなか
donuts
っ
are sweet and makes one feel full quick.
た。名器の揚げ菓
And
子
that,
は甘く
the
て
hard
満腹
candy
感
on
を
the
得ら
street
れ
can
るし
also keep one chewing for
露店の
hours.
商人
When it came to song, Lantern seemed to be unusually talkative.
セルマなら安っぽいと
Some
思うか
might
もし
think
れ
they're
ない
too cheap, but for people like
私
us,
たちのような人
they're the
間に
most
とって
luxurious sweets in life
あれ
already.
私でも
But
幸い
fortunately,
飴
they're
は
not the
私
only
たちの
sweet
生
thing in
活の
our life.
中で
あかり姉さん
Lantern, check
何
out what I
を持っ
bought
てきたと
you.
思うほら
Hey,
師匠は
Master
うち
gave
に
me some money to
薬
buy
代を
medicine
渡して
and told me to
あか
specifically
り
bring
姉
you
さん
some.
のため
私は大丈
I'm
夫
fine. Go tell
奴らとの
Bashi that I
戦い
must
な
be
ら
present in the battle
私も
against
必
him.
ず行く
あかり姉さん
Never mind. I'll tell him myself.
もうあかり
Lantern,
姉さん
everyone knows
喧
you're the
嘩
best
において
fighter.
あんたに勝てる人は
But
い
the
ないけ
bottom
ど
line is
生
we're
身の
mortals
体
made
は
of
知覚
flesh.
のない道具じゃな
Why
い
don't you
よ
listen to Master and take
こ
a
こ
good
は
rest
師
if
匠
your
の
wounds
忠
to
告
fully
を聞い
heal.
て
どいて
Step aside.
彼の
I'm
ところ
going
に
to talk to him.
や
Don't do this. I'm just a messenger. And your wounds are bleeding like mad. I don't want you to disappoint Master. So please don't make this hard for me.
またうちが叱られちゃうあかり姉さんもううちを困らせないで
One second, guys. One second.
傷口から血が出るのは正常な反応だろう私はもう大丈夫だから止めないで私は何かをしなければならないんだ
待って待ってよあかり違うあかり姉さんそう焦らないで
何を
あかり姉さんこの飴は美味しいだろ
それで私が白球のところに行くことと
あかり姉さん最後まで聞いてよ師匠がくれた薬代のお釣りでこの飴を買ったんだ以前飴には多くのそうだ一つ言い忘れたんだけど
飴で痛みを忘れる小弱二度も騙す
騙すなんてめっそうもないうちの人柄で保証
あんたの人柄も私が白球のところに行くことと何のか
じゃあまずはあかり子供の頃のうちは孤児院でいじめられたらいくら体が痛くても飴さえもらえばすぐに泣き止むことができたんだこれは歌からこの棒付き飴を買ってあげたってわけそうすれば あかり姉さんだって早く治るし、なるべく早く罹患の術僧との戦いの最前線に戻れるだろ。備えあれば憂いなしってやつだよ。あかり姉さん、うちがお釣りを全部飴に使ったことに免じて師匠のところに行かないで。
お釣り？白球はいくら渡したの？
これくらい？
それだけか。道理で1本しか買えなかったんだね。あんたの性格なら自分のために。
そうそう、1本だけだよ。あかり姉さんは怪我人だし、うちよりも必要。
どうやら白球の家は英才のせいでかなり落ちぶれてしまったみたいだね。だから彼はこんなに。
は？
うん。彼も急いでいるなら私を止める心配はしなくても良さそうだ。お金に困ってるのに今日も私の代わりに薬代を出してくれた。もし私が本当に彼の前に現れたら。はあ、考えるだけでめんどくさい。まあいい。彼に会うのはやめよう。少女くん、薬代は数日後。今度。
返さなくてもいいんだって。あかり姉さんがジタおばさんから借りてるお金は利子なしでも返すのに人生何回分かかるかわからないし。
借金を返すのは当たり前のこと。どれほどの借金があったとしても少なくとも全部返す努力をするべきだ。
はあ、あかり姉さんはいつもそう言い張ってて必死だから結局お金がなくて体もボロボロ。一体何のためにそうしてるの？やっぱり。何かをしなければならないから。 実を言うと、うちらみたいな人間は生きてるだけで大変なんだよ。どんなに重要なことでも自分の命が一番大事だろ。こんなに頑張って生きてるんだから、そのご褒美にもう少し長生きするべきだと思わない？もちろん歴史に名を刻む機会があったらもっといいんだけどね。
私はただ周りの状況を悪化させたくないだけ。少なくとも今の私。小弱、
どこか痛いの？あかり姉さん。
あんたから見たら私はバカなんだろうね。
My god, how long was I muted? Again. I've been going around trying to get my earphones sorted. Oh my god.
そんなわけない。
How come?
実はね、
To be honest,
うちが
when
稼
I
ぎ出した
first
頃
came out
も
of the world,
大き
I
な
wanted
商
to
売
do
をして
something extraordinary and make a
世界
difference
を
too.
変えようと思う。でもあっちこ
But
ち
then I kept
壁に
hitting
ぶつ
dead
かって
ends.
何をしても
Fortunately,
ダメだ
Master
った。
took me in so I could make a living.
幸い師匠に弟
I
子入りして
think I've sort of made a name for myself in this crazy world, and that's good enough for me.
でも
Oh,
将
and
来
she
のう
just
ち
said
は
maybe
大いに
I'll
役
get
に
my
立
big
つか
break
もしれない
someday,
から
huh?
取り柄がないわ
If
けじ
only
ゃ
I
ない
could
って
become
北尾
legendarily
さんが言ってくれたんだ。
famous.
でもね、
Oh,
あかり姉さん、
but you're different from me.
あんた
I'm
の
a good
道
for
みたい
nothing.
な。
how do I
なん
put
て
it?
言えばいいかな。
Oh, right.
例えば、
Take
前
the
回
kid you
あ
freed
か
from
り姉さんが
shadows the
影
last
から
time.
作ったあの
For
子
her
は、
family, you literally changed the world.
彼女ずっと何
As
かを
long as
し
you
たいとい
believe
う
in
信念
something
を持っ
and
て
keep
行動
working
すれば、
hard for it,
あかり
someone
姉
with
さん
your
みたい
strength
に
will
強い
sooner
人
or
は
later make a dent in the world,
世界
right?
を少し。だからあかり姉さん、
So I believe in you,
あんたの願
and
い
your
は
vision
きっ
can
と叶うと。
definitely come true. If there's nothing else,
他に
I'll
用
just
がなけ
excuse
れば
myself and leave you in
先に
peace.
失礼。そうだ。
Oh, right.
飴を買
Don't
った
tell
ことは
Master about the
師匠に
lollipop.
言わ
He'd
ない
lecture
で。
me again about being
無
frugal.
駄遣い。
Again. Song emphasized the point with a serious face before she stood up to leave. Colourful candies popped out of Song's pockets gleefully and poured down onto the grey floor of bed, as if brilliant stars falling in the night sky. I almost forgot. Those candies were also
ちょっとあかり姉さん
change.
を驚かせる
I
ため
was
に
meant to give you a surprise
こ
before I
の
go. How
飴
about
たち
we
も
just
お釣りで買った
split them in half? Busted!
薬代のお釣りをそんなことに使うなんて。
That's so soft.
だ
Always greedy for small gains.
い
A
つも
habitual
ちょっとした
yet
得をし
lousy
ようと
liar.
してだけど、
But
そん
such
な
a
小
song.
弱のおかげで
She made the land we stand
私たちのいる
upon
こ
a
の
little
地は
bit different from yesterday.
昨日とす
She did so with the flame-chasing foolishness, obsessive persistence, and at the cost of her own life. And the only motive was she wanted the world to which she was but a passenger to become slightly different.
小弱に伝え
I
たか
want
っ
to tell Song. I'm grateful that she
あの時
convinced
と
me
同じように
standing by my own belief was the right
た。
thing.
私のあれは私の
I'm
病
not
じ
the
ゃな
sick
くて
one. The world is
私た
sick.
ちの世界の病を
We're fighting
切り裂い
against
たんだ。
it.
ああ
Yeah.
きっと
Song
小
will hear
弱
it.
に届くよ。
Her eyes fell on the candy pile again. Surrounded by candies, Song was smiling brilliantly and joyfully.
そう
Will she? The ceremony is not
死
for
後
the
の供
dead,
養は
but for the living
生きてる
who will
人
try
間
to
に見せ
delude
るための
themselves
名
that
誉
death
で
is
しかない。
final.
私は多くの
I've
命
seen
の
too
死を見
many
て
losses of life. When the
人
fire
々
of life
の
goes
死を
out,
消
there's
える
nothing
灯火
left.
のようなもの。
でも
They'd left
彼らの
behind
記
only
憶
memories and
あるいは
stories.
物語しか
But
残
if
せなかった
stories can
と
live
しても
on,
それが鮮明
in
に
their
存
steam
在してるな
instead.
ら
And
少
being
なくと
told
もこ
again
の
and
世界は
again.
虚しいものじゃ
Maybe
ないって
people will feel the
みん
world
な
is
に
not
思わ
such
せ
a
ることが
meaningless
できるんじゃない
place.
それに
It's just like their
彼ら
souls
の
are still
魂
around
は
with us,
この世
watching
界
over
で
us.
私たちを見守ってるってこと
Perhaps.
あかり
Lantern.
少なくとも
At
少
least
女は
Song would love these
この飴を
candies.
気に入っ
That is correct.
この前の戦い
In
で
the battle, Song pushed
少
me
女
out
は
at the
最
final
後の最
moment.
後で私はあいつ
She never took pain
痛いの
well.
が苦手だから
I wonder if these candies
こ
are
の量
enough.
で足りるかな後でもう少し
I'll
買
borrow
ってこ
some
よう
money to buy her more later.
アジタの借金を
At
返すまで
least
に
I've
は
got more time to pay
Mada
back
jikan
Vegeta's
ga
debt
aru
now.
アジト
Vegeta. With your credit to
Ashina
God,
shi wa mou
hasn't your debt
inai noni.
resolved
ま
automatically?
だそれを
いいんだ
It makes no
もともと利
difference.
子をつけて
I'll
そ
pay
の
her
後
back
に
in
埋
the
めようと
same,
思ってたし
even if it means bearing the principal
私も
and
す
the
べき
interest
こ
in
とを
her
しなけ
grave.
ればならない
Her eyes were fixated on the candy stack, with a look that was both sorrowful and determined.
ただこ
Only
れで
doing
借
this
金がまた増
will
えてし
further
まう
add
かも
to
し
what
れ
I
ない
owe.
老朽であなたにお金
If you
を
ask
貸す
me,
人は
I'd say those who
返
loan
される
you
ことを
money
期待してないと思う
might
けど
never expect repayments themselves.
そう言わない
Hey,
であげてポロ
Lorelai,
リ
don't say
嘘つくでし
this.
ょ
Anyway,
とにかく
Song will be
こ
absolutely
んなに
pleased
も
to
好
see
きな
this
あ
many
れがあるって
candies.
しょもしかしたら
Perhaps Song's
今
right
は
behind
私
us,
たちの後ろ
having
で
a good time
美味し
with
そう
these
に食べてる
candies.
かもしおかしい
Weird.
本当
I
に
think I
飴
do
を
hear
食
the
べて
sound
る
of
音
chewing
が聞こえた
candies.
気が
It's
する
gonna
ん
be
だけど
duo, isn't it?
確かに
Seems
そうかもな
や
Ah,
っぱり少女
Song
と
is
私
wanting
たち
to
に会い
check
た
in
かっ
on
たね
us.
そんなの
That's
ドニグル
called it. Duo.
あんた
You.
ドニグル
You better return
10
to
まで
it
数
to
え
me
るから
before I count
それ
to
まで
10.
に6
6.
次は2だけど
And the next is 9.
今の
Duo's just an
ドミグルは
ordinary
普
dog
通の
now.
犬だし
It understands
人
neither
間の
human
言葉も
language nor
数字
myth.
もわからない
そうじゃなければ
Otherwise, it wouldn't be
That's
within
not
its
so
tail.
good. とっくに
It'd
尻
be
尾を
within
振っ
its
て
tail
謝
and
って
begging
る
for
はず
mercy.
1
10. Woof.
待て
Stop! Clearly, the cold woman didn't care if Duo could understand her. She only wanted to do something for the candies. She put herself in deep debt to get.
明かりが
Lance
追い
went
か
off
け
to
てる
Duo.
今のド
Can
ニ
still
グル
handle her now?
昔のドニグルだ
Even
って
before, Duo was
明
no
かりの
match
相
for
手に
them.
ならない
それもそうだな
True.
俺たちも行こ
Come on, let's go
う
visit
ジャッキー
Baji.
さんに会いに
来たんだね
Mate, when I saw the instrument you were playing, yes I did.
ヤクキューさんが今演奏してた曲はゆったりとしてて心も広くて
That was terrible.
まるで
The tune you
空
played
の上
just
に立
now
って
opens my
老
heart.
朽全
It
体
feels
を
like
見下ろしてるみたいだ
overlooking the entirety of Blanket from above.
セルマが
I wonder
頭を
what kind of
悩ま
music
せてる
would
なん
get
て言
Selma
うか
a
ら
headache.
どんな音楽級さん
Mr. Bai,
今のは何
what
て
did
曲
you play? It sounded
すごく綺麗
so
だった
nice.
お褒めに預かり
Thank you
光
for
栄
the
だな
compliments.
これは私が気ままに作った
been
のに
a-
過ぎない
I was just plucking the strings randomly.
実は
It's
琴
been
を弾くのは
a long
久しぶ
time
り
since I played.
で確か昔 確か
Song was by my
昔琴を弾
side,
いた
listening
時は
quietly. When I
少
thought
女
she
が
had
隣
finally
に
taken
座
a
っ
liking
て
to my music,
静かに
and I
聴い
tried
て
to
いた
ask her the composition was.
弟子が心を改め音楽の像しかし
I heard her murmuring
私
while
が
I
質
was
問するよ
fluffing
りも
coffin
先に
again.
さすが少女
Typical Song.
普
She
段
never
の少女
missed
は
a single opportunity to praise her master. I didn't know she was capable of bad mouthing you. Among the 7 shoes in all of Lutter's place, she was the only one who ever told
こ
jokes
の老
about me.
朽確かとあ
I
る実
remember
の
once
集
an
会の
assembly
話
of shoes. I was delayed by trivial
さまつな
matters,
ことで少
and
し
as
遅
I
れ
arrived
た
at the door in a
私は
hurry, Song's sharp voice came
慌
out
てて
from
入り
within.
口彼女曰く
She said, Lantern,
明か
there's
り
no
姉
point
さ
in
ん
you wondering.
焦って
Our
も
master
し
was
ょうが
born
ない
with short legs, so walk
師
slowly.
匠
So
は
just
足が
let him be.
短いから
I can just imagine him waddling now, just going. Waddle, 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 waddle. You know what I mean?
その後
So what
は
happened next?
私
If
の
I
場合
caught bad
悪口が
math
自
teacher,
分の先
I'd
生にバ
definitely
レた
lose
ら
my pocket money and
お
then have
小
to
遣い
clean
は
the
減ら
lab
さ
for
れ
a
る上
week.
に
その後
Later,
私が
when I
中に
walked
入
in,
る
my
と
disciple, who had
得
been
意げに
chatting
話してい
excitedly,
た彼
froze
女
on
は
the spot.
部屋の中は
The
と
whole
ても
room
静
went
か
quiet.
で
Even Duo
ドニグルで
shrunk
さえ
to
息
the
をす
side,
る勇気が
not
なか
daring
っ
to
た
breathe. Only Miss Savura
Sakurai
examined me
だけ
from
が
head to toe inside.
真剣な表情で
さっさが
I
明
was
かりと
expecting
言
a
うべ
lab
きか
turn.
な。
Oh, I mean, it's
い
nothing.
や、なんでもない。
Please continue. Before my
弟
disciple
子が
could
嘘を
think of
ご
a
ま
lie
か
to
す
dodge
前
me,
に
I looked at her
私は
and
彼女
just,
を見て
like all of you now,
先ほどの
couldn't
諸
help
君
but
と同
burst
じ
into
ように
laughter.
それは
That was the first time I
私が
genuinely
大罪を
felt
犯した
joy
後
after
に
making a grave mistake.
恥
ああ少女
Song
は
always had the
人
knack
を
for
喜
making
ば
people
せる
happy.
方法を
Yeah.
ああ
He chuckled softly, his hand instinctively moving to cover his mouth to suppress a cough. But then realizing he no longer needed to. But habits are never about necessity, so they're hard to change, like his frequent cough, like the noisy disciple who always followed him.
ところで
Speaking of which,
逆球さんの
Mr.
ことは
Bryce's cough seems to have
もう治ったみ
healed.
たいだ。
ああ
Yes.
罹患の
Now that
実
the
相
ten
が老
faces
朽
of
から
misery
消え
have
たが
perished here, my chronic illness caused by shadow binding has actually
おの
gone
ずと
away.
消えてしまう
待って
Wait a minute, does
ま
that
さ
mean
か影を
those
操る
abilities to
能力を
manipulate
持ってる
shadows
人
are
もう
just
普通の
ordinary
人間
people?
になってるってことあんま
But
り良くない
crudely,
例えだけど
though it
ドニ
sounded
グルと
strange,
同
like
じよう
duo?
に
その通り
Indeed.
だ
The
罹
ten
患の
faces of
実
misery
相は
are
すで
history.
に歴史となり
The zodiac,
行
astrology,
動のアストラルリ
deconstructed
ング
by
に
song.
小弱の手に
Naturally, the abilities born by Shu for 100 years would
術
disappear.
が100年しかし
However,
何事
there are
にも
always
容易
exceptions. For Miss
サ
Savray,
フライにとって
she
は
shed all her past
今まで
constraints,
のあらゆる
and in
束
terms
縛
of
から解
valor,
放され
she's
たこと
stronger
に
than
なる
ever.
そして
As for me, well,
私に関しては
now I'm just a
も
mortal.
ちろんどの道
Ultimately, this is a good thing. I no longer
私
have
は
to
持
suffer
病
from
に
a
困る
chronic
ことな
illness,
く
just like Miss
セルマの
Salma's
体も
body will
徐
gradually
々
return
に
to
元へと
normal.
戻っていく
つまり
So Miss Salma,
セルマはいろいろ
though
不便
she's
に見えるけど
not fully recovered,
本
is
当は
actually
もう
alright
大
now?
丈夫だって
ああ
Yes.
きっとあと数日も
I
す
believe
れ
it
ば
won't be long before Miss Salma's
彼女の
body is as it was 100
100
years
年前
ago.
と変わって
よかった
That's good then.
ああ
Indeed.
見影七
Venerable
術は
Seven
影
Shoes
によ
arose
って
from
生まれた
shadows,
が
and now that all the plagues
今
have
や諸悪は
dissipated,
消え
those of us who didn't perish will unfulfill
た私
their
たちは
missions.
長い
In
間
the end,
師匠を務めていた
despite
とい
being
う
a master so long,
結
I
局の
must
とこ
rely
ろ
on my disciple to protect
弟子
myself.
に守っても
When everyone understood that sacrificing one person could solve all the troubles, that person stepped onto the stage in full view of everyone. In everyone's eyes, she sang and danced, as if by showing the thing she cared about most in the most indifferent way, it became less significant.
我が弟子
My
小
disciple,
弱は
Song,
何をするに
never
も
sticks with
根気
anything
がな
for
か
long.
った私と一緒
She
に医
followed
学を
me,
勉強したのは
skimming through medical books just to
彼女が
spruce
言
up
って
the
いた
potions
薬
she
が
sells.
よりうまく宣
Occasionally,
伝す
she
るため
plucks
だ
obscure and profound phrases from ancient texts.
たまに古書から難解な言葉を見つけても彼女はい
She
つ
loves
も
to seize
得
small
をするために
advantages, always
さまざ
finding
ま
an
な理由
excuse
を
to
つけ
claim
て
our belongings as
私
her
た
own.
ちの財産を
She
自
never
分
let
の
go
も
of
の
a
にしよう
chance
と
to
した
haggle for extra profit on cash.
ネギ苦労も
She
疲
avoids
れるのも
hardships and
嫌
fatigue, sighing
一
and
つを少し
complaining,
口にした
after
だけで
chanting a
た
few
め息をつ
mantras,
き
only feigning illness
サ
to
ボれ
shrug
る
her
ように体調が悪い
responsibilities.
んだが
But,
まあいい
oh well,
元に
what's
は
done
戻
is
せない
done.
以上
There's no point
話
in
しても
dwelling on
無
it.
意だ彼女は
She'll never stay committed for
根
long.
気な
The master gazed thoughtfully at the distant mountains behind him.
今日はいい
Today's a good day. Would you like to
Sure.
accompany me there again?
白球さんが言ってる
Why,
のは
you
あ
were
の
referring to
最
the
後
place
の
we
戦いと関
connected
係
to
があ
the
る場
final
所
battle?
ああ
Yes, I
私まだ少し
still have some personal motives.
それはあなただけじゃないよ
Just you.
ああコラ
Oh,
リーが
Crowley
いないの
means.
つまり
I mean,
一
even
緒
though
に
our
過ご
time
した時
together was
間は
brief,
短
we're
いけ
also
ど
friends of Song.
あ
Yes,
一緒に
let's go
行こう
together.
それなら
Very well.
よかった
Did I just get something called a deep sigh? Buzzing! Jesse, we're gonna go cook meth, Jesse. Jesse, it's gonna be blue, Jesse. Man, I'm making Breaking Bad memes or jokes a couple years after it's been off the air. What is wrong with me? Internet culture follows. What can I say? It follows. On the bright side, I can zoom. Oh, hello.
これは
That. Through the divine, we find the truth. A gadget that once contained the will of Shadow lay quietly here, even after she emerged from it.
とっくにゴミ箱に
I
捨
thought
て
it
ら
had
れ
been
たか
discarded
と思
long
った
ago. Why is it still
ど
here?
うしてこいつ
ただの殻だ
It's
から
just a shell.
だ。
A gadget
宿る意志によ
does
って気分
doesn't.
が変わることはない
Jesus。Christ.
同じように意志も体を
A
壊
gadget
すこと
doesn't change because of the will it holds, and likewise, a will doesn't perish because the body has.
それに
Besides,
一応これも
one of the relics
旧
of my
友
old
の遺
friend.
物の一つだ。
給
An
油
old friend.
アジタの
Ajita, you
こ
mean?
ああ、
Yes.
その通りだ。
でも
But
明かり
according
か
to
ら
the
聞いた
stories
話
from
による
Lantern,
と
Ajita left
アジタ
countless
が
relics
急に
in
残したもの
enough
が
to
数え
fill
きれないほどだって
various warehouses.
いろんなそ
Indeed.
確かにそうだ。
Though it may seem audacious,
しかし
its true significance lies in
少し傲慢
it
かもしれない
symbolizes
が、
my hubris and the
こ
great
れの
mistake I
本
made.
当の意味。
もしかしたら
Maybe it holds other
別の意味
meanings.
もあるのかも。
Hmm?
素形の儀の残りであるそ
As a
れは
remnant of the right
7
shape,
術が100年か
it
けて
represents
集
the Seven Shoes' willingness to
So
abandon a
結必
century
ず
of
成功す
plans
る計画を
and
諦めるま
supposed
では
successful
無
scheme.
実の人に手
rather
を
than
出そう
harm
と
an
しな
innocent.
かった証だ。
そうかもしれない。
Maybe. But in the end,
しかし結果的に
whether concealing
過
errors
ち
or
を
not,
隠しても
nothing was
結
achieved
局何の
while
成果政治でも
praise or
批判でも
criticism,
どん
its
な意味を
significance
与えられる
depended
か
on the
は
observer.
見る者
So,
の心次第だ。
Leaving it here seems appropriate.
あれは
To die for an unjust cause, the heavens cannot reconcile. As the final remnant of Latost, the sword has resonated the decisive battle.
よりふさわしい場所で
Shen
保管するた
mentioned
めに
that you've tried to
たくさん
uproot
の
the
人が
relic
リ
from
ト
the
ストの
ground
物
to
を
secure
引
it
き抜こう
somewhere
としたって
more suitable for
親切
preservation.
姉さんが
Oh,
じゃあどうしてま
Why
だ
is
こ
it still
こに
here then?
残ってるの？
老朽にも
because
狼に
neither
も
Lonkin nor Oxia has
引き抜ける人間
anyone
や機
or
械が
machine
存在しなかったからなん
capable
だ。
of moving it from here.
王を選ぶ剣か何かか
The
な。
sword's waiting for the destined one?
おかしい
Ah,
罹患の術草が
Ten
消え
Face
て
the Misery
ど
are
にかで
gone.
も
Do
普
us
通
back
の
to
犬に
normal
なっ
yet.
たのに
Relic left by
リトス
Litos
トが残した
seems
遺品は
even
む
more
しろ
enduring.
消え
まさか罹
Could
患
it
の術
be
草が
that
消えても
even
リ
with the
タ
Ten
と
Face
深い
Misery
関わりを持
completely
つリ
gone?
トストは
Litos
何らかの
closely
形で存在し続けるって
closely
こ
tied
と？
the Pool of Shadow and will persist in some form?
それは考えすぎ。
Don't dwell on it.
ここ数日
Recent
の
tests
測定
repeatedly
結果
show
による
that
と
besides water
水
quality,
質
the
を
Pool
除
of
けば
Shadows is just like
デ
any
ータ
other
も
lake.
普通の水。でも
But
リトストの遺品は
regardless,
消えて
the
ない
Toss
どころか
relic not
誰も
only
引き抜く
hasn't
ことが
vanished,
できない。
but also can't be pulled out by anyone. It remains as stubbornly steadfast as he is.
硬くなっ
リトストは
Toss, is he
何
waiting
かを
for
待
something?
ってるのか。
かつてのリトストは
Litos once opened a path.
小弱が
Hoping
運
Song
命
could
の檻から
escape
逃
the
げられ
cage
る
of
よう
fate.
に。しかし
But back
そ
then,
の時の
for
彼
her
女
own
は
reason,
何
she
かの
chose
理
not to
由
seize
で
the opportunity
離
to
れる
leave.
期間。結局
Yet
今
now,
は彼女が
because
去
of
っ
her
たことによ
departure,
って
we have somewhat realized our
私たち
wishes.
の願い、君の残りわずか
I've
な
left your
痕跡を
remnants in this world
数日
for a
も
few
この
more
世に
days,
残しておいたのは
hoping you'll see the changes made all
君た
by
ちによ
you.
って変わって分かっている。
I know, given your
君の
nature,
性
you'd
格なら
never approve of my actions.
しかし
But in any case,
何
your
はとも
mortal sin in today's slump
君の滞在
has
は
indeed vanished without a
今
trace.
久しぶりだね
It's。been a while, my old
古
friend.
き友よ。最後の別れ
I
を
bid
告げ
you
よ
a final farewell.
さようなら。
Goodbye.
君が
I
永
hope you
遠
are
に
forever.
忘れられるように。
Whoops, I've recorded the series.
ねえ、白
It
魚
was
さん。
magic. How'd you
今の
do
で
it?
どうやったの？
Are you stronger from the machines from Chronos
夢を見た
Homeland?
のか？
It's merely a coincidence.
なんだ。
Come on. It's like the legends where Litos
リトスト
predestined
が
as
あらかじめ白魚さん
predestined
を
as
選ん
Baiji,
だから
so
剣を
only
引き
you
抜
could
けたんだ
extract
と
the
思
sword he
った
left
んだ。
behind.
罹患の
Tempest and
術
Misery are
草は
gone.
すでに消え、
And his last fear
彼
is
の
no
最後
more.
の恐怖も
How can
存
his
在
sword
しなくなっ
still
た。
hold such a choice?
でも それなら
even if that's true,
どうして俺たち
why
の
does the
前
pool
にあ
of
る
shadow
霊感
before
は
us remain as dark
昔
as
と
ever?
同じように本当に水
Is
質
it
が違うだけな
really
の
just
か
a difference in water quality?
そうだ
Yeah.
ね
Why?
どうしてリトスと
The toast.
その名
Maybe
前
the
自
name
体
itself
が
holds the answer. Anyway, the pool of shadows flowing for Ulunkus no longer carries the bitter echoes of a century-old grudge. Around the sword at the bottom, there is only a serene darkness. I get it, of course. The darkness softly echoed a girl's emotions.
人が死んだら
Nothing remains after you're dead.
もう何も魂が消
The
え
soul dissipates,
大事な人
forever
たちとは
separating
永
from the
遠
loved
に
one,
別れる
with little chance of an
来
afterlife.
世もあまりだからこそ
That's why I'm so scared.
ただ
But
もし少
if
女
there's a
が
chance for Song to become Lanka's
老
greatest
朽
hero,
の大やってみなきゃ
would it be a shame not to try?
What?
In the gap between life and death, the girl performed her final deception on herself with the same scintilla. She's alive! I knew it! It's fragile as a bubble, destined to burst the moment it surfaced. The gap between it and the sky, where miracles reside, is beyond simple imagination and prayer. The girl thought so, and everyone else had to think so. But what if this was, too, was a deception brought around by chance? And so, unaware people step... I didn't press anything there. This place, once used by Baiji to bind and seal the amorphous face, has now become a memorial pavilion, honouring Song.
白球さん
Mr. Baiji,
この地に戻る
whenever I
たび
come
に
here, Kia, I
つい
can't
考
feel
えが
emotional.
ふけって
Please
しま
don't
うん
mind
だ
me.
あれ
Mr. Baiji,
あそこのものは
was
前
that
から
thing
ここ
over
にあ
there
ったの
before here before?
昨日ここで琴を弾いた時は
Playing with a goof
こ
in
の
here.
旗はなかったは
I
ず
didn't
だ
see this banner.
つまり
In other words,
あなたがこ
either
こを
someone
離れ
placed
た
it out
後
if you left the
誰
falsehood
かが
island,
置いたか
or everyone ignored its
今まで
presence
誰も
before.
がその
いろんな角度から見ると
Considering everything,
後者の可能性
the
はすご
slather
く
seemed
低いと
highly
思うよ
unlikely.
巨岩の
The
島は
falsehood island
救
was
助
the
任務の
starting
スター
point
ト
of the
地点だから
search and rescue
とっく
mission,
に隅々まで調べ
and
尽く
we've
してる
already combed through every inch of it.
でも
But
誰
if
か
someone
がわざと
intentionally
置いた
did
なら
this, what's the point of
当時
tossing
の核が
Deception's
使って
weapon
た
on
武
the
器を置
ground?
くなんて
It's
確か
odd.
に変だよね
It would have made more
一
sense
番
to
目
place
立
it
っ
in
た
the
と
most
ころに
visible
刺した
spot.
方がいい
Under everyone's gaze, Senadina picked up the weapon from the ground and promptly positioned it in the center of the falsehood island.
こんな風にね
Like this.
ほらこうすれば
See?
これから
Now
巨岩の
everyone
島
who
に
comes
来
to
る
the
人は
falsehood island
みん
would
な一
notice
目
it
で
right
気づく
away.
でしょ
Seeing it
こ
will
れを
remind
見
of
た
our
ら
great hero
私
Song.
たちの大
Isn't
英
that
雄
nice?
悪くないね
Bad.
次は
Next,
同じよう
let's
に
search
今
around
ま
this
で
area
見
to
つ
see
けら
if
れ
there's
なかった
anything
も
we
のは
haven't
ない
uncovered yet.
あのせっか
Since
く
we're
来たん
here,
だし
we
何
might as
か
well
し
do
ておかない
something
と
to
落
put
ち
our
着か
minds
な
at
いわな
ease.
明かりみたいに
Just
ね
like lantern. I
別に
suppose
間違
so.
って
じゃあ
Let's try it.
やってみようか白球さん
Mr.
も
Baiji,
一緒にどうだ
care to join us?
私のことは構わず
Don't mind me.
行ってくるといい
And we will investigate on the next episode, because unfortunately I've run out of time for today. I want to say thank you everyone that's come out to the video. Those on stream, stick around. Part 2 coming up soon, and those on the YouTube video, thank you so much for joining us today. It's been absolutely lovely. It's been a bit of a hectic one, so I do apologize. But next time we finish this off now. Those on YouTube, hope you guys have a lovely evening. I'll see you in the next episode. Sweets.